and welcome back to New Hope on Farming Simulator 25. Now, since the last episode, I've been quite busy, very busy. I've cleared, I think, all of the trees, or logs, should I say, from here. I've got a worker filling the orchards here up with water. So there we are. So yeah, that's got a few more runs to do. In the last episode, obviously, we seeded this with canola. So, a couple of things we need to do. So we need to get a roller to roll this. And we need to stump grind. And I'm going to be doing a bit of work on this to make it into a yard, because we really do need to get that sorted. We really do. It's not if buts or maybes. It needs, because we're going to need sheds more than anything. So, couldn't do this before because obviously with the mod, the shop is shut. And actually, before we do this, one thing to just go through, we'll just save. I've got to turn that bloody autosave off, I really do. Now, one thing I've been and done is I always like to look at the mods. I think I've got to tidy my mods up. Because at the moment we've got 350 active mods. And probably about 100 of them are absolutely nothing to do with the save. There's a really good mod manager from FSM. So I'm going to be using that to just bring in the mods that we use in this save. I've got about 10 or 15 mod maps as well, map mods. Let's just check. Ooh, we're out of water in there as well. Oh God. This is becoming frustrating and winding me up now a little bit. But I got some mods for vehicles and bits and bobs. And then I came across one called Red Tape. And it's under here. You get it? It's got sort of a City Hall type logo. So it's another realism mod. And this one has policies, schemes, taxes. So, taxes generated annually in April, payments taken in September. So at the moment, we're liable for £14,500 tax in September next year. So, God, it's a bloody nightmare. Schemes, we can go into natural grazing scheme. Well, we don't have animals. Reduced bale wrapping. So it's, if we go into silage production, we will probably enter this scheme. We can't make bales for silage, so we'll have to get a silage pit. To demo. So that comes up every now and then, where it will give you a tractor for a month to demo. I don't entirely know how it works. But, you know, we'll find out. Now, the policies are really interesting. So you've got crop rotation, which we haven't had in 25. We had it in seasons mod in, I think it was 19. I can't remember if we had it in 22. But I'd love proper crop rotation to come back. But that's, you know, that's not too bad. Basically, we're doing canola now. We can't do canola again. So we have to rotate. Animal bedding, well, that doesn't matter to us, but requires animals to be provided with adequate bedding and things like that. Sustainable forestry. Now I have put this on after we've chopped all those trees down, so it shouldn't hurt us too much. Animal spacing, well, again, doesn't matter. Animal conditions, doesn't matter. Water contamination. Don't spray chemical fertilizer within buffer zones of water bodies, which is something, you know, they do in the real world. Animal feed, I'm not even going to look at that really. It's, again, it's animals. We don't have animals. Manure management. You have to use 50% of the manure you produce. Again, and that with slurry as well. And slurry application, you're not allowed to do it during September, October, November, December. So this is just going to give us, like we need it, this is going to give us an extra challenge. Now, I heard a ding. I'm assuming, is it something I didn't? Yes. No. Oh, okay. Right. Well, what we have to do, this is another reason I need this yard. I desperately need this yard because I need to get a fuel tank. I really need to get a fuel tank. So, we need a roller. I can't see for looking. We're not gonna go for this huge one. But I don't think we've got the horsepower anyway. So we'll just go for this Rexius. It's got a good 12-meter width. Excuse me for knocking the microphone there. So we'll take off the plate. Turn up the working speed. Hire purchase. Oop, right, 4 years, because as I've said before, I like to keep the monthly cost at about £1,000, about £1,000. Always go for option 1, because then there's no final fee. In fact, do you know what? There we go. I've just reduced the interest from 5% to 3.5%. It's still 1,000. Yeah, it's going to cost us £9,000. Big deal. We can afford that at the moment. But yeah, the forestry thing in the red tape mod is very interesting because now when we're cutting trees down, which we will be doing, because obviously we want to increase the size of our yard, we want the money that comes from the logs. We will be looking at getting our own sawmill, because in our own sawmill we can create planks, long planks, and all of that good stuff that gets you even more money. But then we're going to have to replant. So I'm really going to have to look into that and see what you have to replant, dependent on what you cut down. So right, so we've got that. I am warbling a little bit, I must admit. And we need. Where is it? Forestry. Stump cutters. Well, we can get this stump cutter, or is it miscellaneous? No. Wood chippers. No. Where the hell is it? Yeah, I think that's the one. I think. No, because that is the one for the excavators. Where? I'm confused. It's under mulches. Yeah, it's under mulches. So we could get this. The other ones, I think this one. No, that's for an excavator. This one I think is a 3-point. Yeah, there it is. It needs 360 horsepower, so we don't have that. Would have been nice because then we could just take down the bushes as well. So I think we're going to go for this one. I don't know what real or unreal means. We'll go to my custom favourite colour, which is this kind of British racing green. So we'll hire purchase this because obviously, I mean, it's 50 grand. Again, put a bit of extra deposit on it. And we'll do 3 years. Okay. So yeah. I'll see you at the store. Alright. So, that's Devour Trees. Great mod. And roller. Now, let's go and fill. Hold on, I need my controls up. Is there a way to? No. Okay, we might not get under here. Oof. Thank heavens for a long pipe. Okay. Yeah, let's say what we got here. Yes, this is 180 horsepower, this tractor. So we never had a hope in hell of using any of the slightly bigger tools. Let's try and avoid taking down the power lines. So yeah, I think our first order of business will be to do the rolling. We'll get the rolling done. Basically because that has got to be done before the end of the day or the end of the month. It has to be done. Try and do it after it. It will give the texture, but it won't actually change the state of the field. And that will mean we lose out on that little bit of a bonus. It's not much, it's only a couple of percent, but remember that field is on silty clay. It's bloody awful ground. So we really do need to be getting every advantage we possibly can. Oh, it's a bouncy bit of ground that now. Yeah, I mean we've still got a hell of a lot of trees I want to bring down because of the money they'll give us. Now I think I've got the mod to manually plant trees. So between this episode and the next episode, I'm going to have a look, see what we have to do with that forestry, the policy for reforestation. So I know how many trees I'm actually looking at having to deal with. Now, yes, I mean, this does give you, with the steering assist, it gives you a headland. But no. Anyway, I'll just go up and down. It's, for something like this, it's just easier. So yeah, I'll see you when this is done and we've done what devouring we can do. I'll also do a bit of painting. So see you shortly.
Running through the clouds, I'm searching for something. I don't know where I am. I don't even know who I am. I'm lost in ether. I'm lost in ether. I'm lost in ether. And everything I knew about Earth is gone.
Alrighty. So that's all them taken down. Now, when I was putting the asphalt on, obviously we've got these two trees here. Ah, I've missed one. Oh dear, I'll get that in a minute. So we've got these two trees, so we're just going to quickly drop these down. It's nice having all this equipment. It'd be nicer still if I actually owned the bloody stuff. Which obviously we don't. The bank owns it. Same as the bank owns the land, you know. As is usual with any, you know, basically it's a mortgage. It's a mortgage I've got. Could have gone a bit lower on that. Yes, definitely could have gone lower. Left about 4 foot, I think, there. Get this one as well, because this is just deadwood anyway. And deadwood trees are shit. They are. They're bloody awful. You get absolutely sod all. I didn't want to toot the horn. You get nothing from the sawmill. But why did I cut it down? Oh. Right. You know what? Fair enough. We'll cut it into its segments. And then what we're now going to do, I'm going to show you why I love this devour trees. You want to see that bit of, I think it's like silver birch or something? Yeah, come on. Oh, do let me out. Oh, help. Oh, God. Right, Yay, I can get out now. Oh, God. I think this was, yeah, it's deadwood. And this is birch, aspen. Okay, now the lovely thing with this is, like the deadwood there, it's absolutely pointless. The sawmill will give us next to nothing for it. Because it's dead wood, you know, the clue's in the name. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Now this is interesting. Okay, I'm just going to run away from that because that's really, really loud. Very strange how I had to turn on super strength to pick that little bit up that was only 29 kilos. Bit strange. Anyway. But that did give us some wood. Or some wood chips. So I'm going to crack on with this and I'll see you in a minute. Okay. So we've got a couple of decent sheds. This should easily be enough room. Now, one thing I did put down as well, obviously this is where we're sleeping for now, but really we're not, we let's be honest, we threw this up so we had somewhere to sleep. That was the only thing I was interested in. To get something up, get something basic up. But yeah, we can now look at this. I'm going to have to really look into this because I can buy the cement bags. I want to see if there's some way I can make them. I believe Terraform exists. I think that's come out. So, okay. Once it's built, then we can... Ooh, bloody hell. I didn't notice this. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I forgot to flatten the yard, didn't I? Oh dear. Oh well, it's not a major problem, let's be fair. I'll try and remember what the keys are. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I don't mind having this little bit of a slope. I mean, as you saw when I was placing this, because it's a log cabin, this side will have lovely views. Look at that. All those lovely trees and... oh, lovely. Anyway, so I'm going to get all this lot parked up. I'm going to get a fuel tanker. Or a fuel tank, not a fuel tanker. Who do I think I am? BP. Container. Oh, do come on. Where's the fuel tank? Small petrol tank. They call it petrol, but this is for tractors and stuff, and so therefore it'll be diesel. But never mind. Let's just get this in. We'll pop it there for now. We'll quickly jog over. We'll fill it. There it is. That's 10 grand's worth of fuel. There we are. 5,000 litres of diesel, but it's a small petrol tank. Make that make sense. So, great QC, QA there, Mr. and Mrs. Giants. Right. I did ask this a couple of episodes ago, or last episode, but this tractor with an eye, right, it's just below the trailer there. Please, somebody's got to know how to get rid of the damn thing, because it's so annoying. But anyway, I think, yeah, because what we're going to do, we're going to park up all our kit before nightfall. We'll get him or her to go off and do some work on these, because this has no water. This one I think is not too bad. Yeah, this one's still got 5,000 litres of water. And the greenhouse, of course, has no water. Yeah, has absolutely no water. So we need to... Ooh, we do have some mushrooms. Garlic. Of course it is. So yeah, so that will do us for this episode. I'll get all that lot done off camera. And when we come back, probably be a lot of transporting. Now, one thing, yep, there we go. No longer needs rolling. Lovely. But we're only looking at like an 89% yield, so it's kind of shite. Okay. Now, one thing I have noticed, we do have contracts. So we have some deadwood contracts. Yeah, really. Fertilizing contract there. I'm not going to be doing it. There's irrigation, which is to make land, give land more water, but they're going to pay me sod all for it. So there's ploughing on that field there, which is a huge field, owned by David. There's some rock removal. Well, I don't have a rock breaker at the moment. Going there, which is very weird because that's a small lake. Yeah. We have a wood transport contract, which we could do. I might do that off camera. We also have these, which are supply and transport. Now, that's a mod. And it basically requires you to have the goods to be able to deliver it. So if we had 120,000 litres of parsnips, we could deliver them to here for Alistair, and he pays nearly 20 grand. If we had 61,000 litres of planks, which if we already had our sawmill, we probably would, because of all the trees we've taken down. We get 99 grand for that. Clothes, 10,000 litres of clothes, 90 grand. Red beet, 33,000 litres, 5 grand. Soybeans, 21,000 litres for 18.5. We may get into some of them when we've got a bit more money behind us and a bit more of a backup, because I do have mods for buying pallets. And I've tested them out. Some of them are a bit iffy for price. They're a bit low. You're making too much money. But we'll look into that. That'll be something nice to do while we're waiting for our canola to grow. Because obviously, as I said in the last episode, I mean, we've got £195,000 still to pay off on our loan. And we want to buy this preferably. Because now that I've got the red tape mod, I want to take those trees down. But then I'm going to have to plant more trees. Why don't we plant a nice big line of trees around there, leading maybe into this copse here? So it's all quite nice. And then we'll look at maybe getting 24. There's all these little plans. I mean, we have this line here, but I believe that's tree lined anyway. Well, kind of. We could probably get away with plunging a few hand planted trees along here. They would be trees that I wouldn't be cutting down, so it'd be something like oak and elms and things like that, just to look nice. But anyway, that will be it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you'll stick around for the rest of this series, because I think it's going to be a long one. So until the next time I see you, take care and bye bye.